A new week and a new season. We have arrived, everybody. It is season 15. That means 3 weeks or three sections of 5 weeks each, which doesn't mean much. Because it's like 4 weeks per month, right? For the most part.
The 17th week that we've been doing this.
Yeah, no, I understand that there's ones we didn't count, but we're at 15 now that we started counting. And I think we've only missed the one day, right? I feel like we've only had one day that we have not been here.
And it was all my fault.
Well, I mean, and your health and the fact that felt like you were dying.
I'm just saying, I did tell you could just drop me off at the emergency room and leave me.
That seemed rude.
That would have been funny to explain on the show, though.
Although, ironically, I wasn't allowed in the emergency room, so I should have done that.
You should have just left.
Because I was just in my truck, just waiting for things to happen. We have our first, second, and third in perfect unison. Look at this. Everyone nailed it. There were no guesses. It was like, I'm first, I'm second, I'm third. Boom. So Emily, Melissa, and Patrick in that order. We are going to do a matchup Monday, everybody, which means that you can get extra points by just being faster than the person that you're matched up with. And so that's a fun way to do it. The way it is going to work out is that you will be matched up with someone. If you are faster at answering the question correctly than they are, you'll get 5 points, and they will get just 1 point. You don't get the bonus point. Like if you're the first one overall, doesn't matter. Don't get an extra bonus point. You just get the 5 because that's plenty. Hey, look, Patrick is already hosting. There was a dancing.
Thanks, Patrick.
There was a dancing penguin right there, whose name is
Gunter.
Gunter the penguin. That's right. All right. So we've got a fourth person who says they're a third person, which is not true. Ian is now in the house. So we're almost there. Emily has shared. As you can tell, we get alerts. Shaggy is up there hosting. Thank you very much, Shaggy and Emily. You do get points for sharing on Facebook publicly and hosting the show on Twitch. So we appreciate it to all those folks who are doing that. And looks like we're getting some people. We've got a fifth person chiming in. Smiles is here. And there's a Facebook delay. There's always a Facebook delay. That's just how Facebook works. All right, so we've got our 5. We're halfway to the 10 that we need to get started to kick off season 15 and a matchup Monday. How's everybody doing Monday? How is that going? Well?
It's my mom's birthday.
It was your mom's birthday. We went and visited her. We have to stay 6 feet away, and we had to be outside, and we had to wear masks because she is older, and they're very cautious about things, but we're glad that they're being taken care of.
Karen's here.
Karen is here. And somebody else hosted. I didn't catch it.
Oh, I didn't.
Did you see it? All right. Well, we'll keep an eye on it.
Where's your magical host checker?
Well, it should have come up, and I'm not sure why it didn't. So maybe we'll see it like in. Oh, it's Dreamly. Dreamly is hosting.
Oh,
Karen.
Yes, that is the most recent.
Dan Wolf is here.
Dan Wolf is already here. We did start early. You weren't ready to claim your bonus points. I know.
Steam is here.
Sometimes we throw you off. Oh, we're getting so close. 2 more, it looks like, for us to hit our quorum and be able to set this up.
This is Kelly Green.
Yeah. Which is, I assume, also the name of a reporter somewhere.
Ian says that his AC is broken.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, my goodness.
My coworker, Justin, who you know,
Uh-huh.
said the AC in his whole building is out.
Oh. I cannot even understand what that would be. Oh, it was Dr. Emily Y. I was wrong. It wasn't Dreamly.
Dr. Emily E.
Yes. That is who hosted. Thank you, Emily. We appreciate that. You do get a point at the end of the show for that, which may get you out to a resounding lead for the season. We're going to be announcing the winner of last season in our halftime show.
Our star-studded halftime show.
Yes.
Danny is here.
And that is where Caitlin will be singing her rendition of Who Won Last Season.
Nico is here.
All right. Looks like Danny and Nico round out the top 10. That means we've got enough to get started, I think.
We should do that.
And it's after 7, so it seems like a reasonable time to start. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So before I go on any further, let me make sure I share. You do get points for sharing publicly on Facebook, so I'm doing that right now. You can see right there. And you get also points, a point for hosting on Twitch, which is going to show up over here. And, who did that? Nico. Hey, thank you, Nico. That is very cool. Looks like also Carrie Yeager has joined us.
Hi, Carrie.
Hello, Carrie. We're going to do some trivia here. If you want to participate, super easy. Craig shared the show as well. Thank you, Craig. It is super easy to do. All you have to do is we're going to ask a question. We're going to put 60 seconds on the clock, and then you are going to put the answer in the chat. And if you get it right, we give you a make-believe internet fake point. That's not really worth anything. If you're the first person to get it correct, you get 2 fake internet points. However, at the end of the week, if you're the winner, we are going to send you a t-shirt from Another Wasted Hour, which is also my podcast. So go check out that. If you're new here, we'd love for you to participate. So let's go on to question number 1.
Question number 1 is a fill-in-the-blank question. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, knock at the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8.
What? What is it? Septic has hosted the show. Thank you, Septic. 60 seconds on the clock. We just need you to finish this nursery rhyme right here. Everyone has gotten the idea that it rhymes. That's good. I'm glad to hear that everyone has caught the rhyme piece. Did you research this one? It feels like maybe there's a cultural difference.
There might be.
Steam, I'm not sure what he's going to say that rhymes with 8. Right? But I'm guessing it starts with mass.
Oh, God.
Is that... No? You don't think that was it?
No.
What's wrong? What's happening?
Okay, yeah, I'm right.
Yeah?
I just want to say that.
You feel like you were going...
I felt like I was going crazy.
Oh, Steam went surprisingly nice on this one.
Ain't Jodie Foster great?
Yeah, that's not where I thought he was going to go, but oh my Lord. Let's go to the chat and find out
Smiles is just shouting things that rhyme with 8.
Yes. Oh, Mordecai's here as well. I totally forgot to do the matchup. We will do that for the next one.
Oh, shit.
That was my fault. That's my job right here. That's on me. That's it.
That is that side of the room problem.
That was a me side of the room problem, everybody. Should I just do it like I didn't tell them who it was, but should we just
retroactively do it?
Can we retroactively like line them up? You think so?
You just wrote time is up in your spreadsheet.
Oh, because it types it. All right, so that matchup would have been Emily and Melissa.
Emily and Melissa. What did Emily say? Emily said, shut the gate.
Yeah.
And Melissa said, lay them straight.
Okay, so we have 2 different answers on that one. So I think we can retroactively do it, right? Because I don't think they would have changed the way they played necessarily, right? All right. Steam says it does involve the other things sometimes. Yeah, I had a feeling that might be the case. All right. So, Ian had a pre-guess of an undersized air filter, even though
We're not doing pre-guesses.
There's not pre-guesses today. Looks like the first person to have lay them straight was Nico. We have don't be late. We have close the gate. We have open the gate. We have don't come late, which is kind of what Steam was saying probably. Shut the gate, which is similar to close the gate. lay them straight, stay up late. There are actually two versions of this nursery rhyme, says Emily. Tissue ablate. Oh, my goodness. 9, 10, never sleep again, says Patrick. We have Ain't Jodie Foster great. Mate, fate late. That's just all the things that match. 9, 10, big fat hen. And then lay them straight to finish it up. So no Karens. So that means that hopefully somebody got it right. What is the correct answer?
Emily, cite your source, because what you're saying doesn't make any effing sense. If I say 5, 6 pick up sticks,
Then open the door with the sticks. It's COVID related.
what does
You
opening
open
a
the
gate
gate.
have to do with picking up sticks?
You have to have a stick to open the gate so you don't touch the gate or you'll catch coronavirus.
Pick up sticks and then do fucking nothing with them?
No, you're using them to open the gate from a distance.
Jesus, shut the gate.
It's social distancing.
Anyway, according to the Oxford Dictionary of Nursery Rhymes, the answer is lay them straight.
All right, so we're going with lay them straight. Nico says Freddy Krueger. Oh, there we go.
I think the version with shut the gate has a different thing for 5, 6 though.
Right, doesn't it? So I think it would be a different. What's this? Looked it up and have no source, but I learned both when I was growing
You
up.
looked it up and have no source. How did you look it up and have no source?
Well, tried to look it up and didn't have a source. Emily, here's the really concerning thing that I want to just run past you. Do you feel like it affected your life having parents that were liars? They're just making things up. Oh my goodness. Did Humpty Dumpty get back together again? I need to know. Let us know what other things have changed. There are so many things that are in Emily's life that we don't know now. Right? She was ringing around the rosy with a pocket full of jujubes. We don't know why, but we like her version better. Let's be honest. Dan Wolf has filled in the gap here. I said, how did no one say masturbate? I left that joke to someone more immature than me. I guess I'm the lowest. I skirted around it. I think that may have made people not go all full in for it.
Right.
Ian says lay them straight is very heteronormative, which that's fair. Although I'm not sure what closing the gate has to do with anything. I'm going to say that in the UK, it's don't be late. All right, you could say that. That's fair. It's just horror movie fans, not Southerners. Yeah, I think in Freddy Krueger, there's a difference in other pieces as well. And so since we said the beginning bits, there we go. Ian says it's 7-8 Bonnie Raitt. That's the turnaround. No, that's not Bonnie Raitt, is it? That's someone else. Is that Black Velvet? Bonnie Raitt?
I don't know.
Black Velvet and a divorce now. Is that it? No?
I don't know.
He looked it up on the internet. Says I was wrong, which is why I have no source. That's fair. That's something in your brain just went, wait a minute. What? This is the wrong way the whole time. All right. So
I just went to rhymes.org.uk and that says I'm right. So everyone can basically suck it. I just looked up 15 different places and none of them said anything other than lay them straight.
I think Pete, it looks like Patrick has tagged Alana.
Alana Miles?
Is that right? Is that?
Or is
Trying
that
to see where it
down
was.
from there?
Is it down from here? I'm trying to see. Oh no, he did it on
On Twitch.
Alana Miles maybe is what does turn around or something like that. Black Velvet. Okay, good. I got it on the second one. American internet lies to you. It's a UK site. Christina's here.
Alana Miles is a Canadian singer-songwriter.
Gotcha. That's who does Turn Around, I'm guessing. Hi, Christina. Welcome to the insanity that is a Monday. So I think Melissa won that showdown there, the matchup, right?
Yeah, Melissa gets 5 points.
All right, 5 points to Melissa for that one. 2 points goes to, I think it was Nico that was first. Lay Them Straight, right?
Yeah.
So everybody else who got Lay Them Straight gets 1 point. Oh, Belinda Carlisle was Turn Around, I think. Okay. Then who the hell's this other person? I don't even know.
Black Velvet.
Black
is
Velvet
Alana
was that
Miles.
person, was
Yeah.
Alana Miles. Ah, I gotcha. So I have no idea. Bonnie Raitt, I know the name, but I can't name a song from her, apparently.
Let's just...
You want to find? I know you're going to say, oh, it's this. And I'm going to be like, oh, that's right. Yeah.
Bonnie Raitt.
Yeah, what did she do?
Music.
Like, if you were to put her in a lineup, I could point her out.
Had Bitchin' Bangs.
Mhm.
Got Sober.
You're learning all kinds of things. Bonnie Taylor is Turn Around. Oh, okay. That makes so much more sense.
Nick of Time. Luck of the Draw. Something to Talk About.
Oh, okay. Bonnie is I Can't Make You Love Me. That's another one that somebody said.
She ain't got no word for it.
Not in there, at least.
Burning Down the House.
What? No, that's a different Burning Down the House. Because that was like the Talking Heads or David Burns, right?
She covered it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Craig, I definitely recognize her. If you had said, like, put up a picture and said, is this Bonnie Raitt? I would have been able to nail it 100% of the time. I just, for some reason, couldn't get a point.
Got those dope bangs.
Yeah, and she's very good. But what was the one that you said is the go-to? What was the go-to tune? You just said it.
Something to talk about.
Rewind and go to that. Yeah, something to talk about. There you go. All right, so let's move on to question 2.
Oh, for the love.
Patrick and Ian are going head-to-head on this one. Patrick and Ian for the matchup. Question number 2.
Who is the son of Zeus and the messenger of the gods?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. I rate this conversation mildly interesting. Well,
I
there
don't.
you go. What? We learned things today, and that's important.
Who is it?
What? Bonnie
Who's your-
Raitt.
It's not Bonnie Raitt.
Yes, Patrick and Ian. And Patrick and Ian have the same answer.
Oh, God.
Patrick is out ahead of Ian. So that means either Patrick's going to get the points or nobody's going to get the points from the two of them. Oh,
Well,
we
Ian
have
would still
some
got 1
really
point.
interesting ones. Okay, this is good. We've had 3 different answers. Why did autocorrect to the French handbag company?
It's not a scarf, Emily.
Hermes. It's funny that it would add the
Hermes.
accent aigu there. Isn't that what it's called?
Accent aigu.
Yeah. All right, time is up. Let's go to the chat and see what we've got. We'll wait for Facebook to catch up, but it looks like first in was Nico with Apollo. Then we had Hermes from Patrick, Aries from Dan Wolf, and Mercury from Smiles. And those are all of the interesting ones. Karen says, leave me out of the matchup. I'm multitasking. All right, fine. Don't give somebody easy points. Let's see. I'm deleting her from it. All right, so what we have to find out. Oh, Heather's here and has shared the show. Look over there.
Hi,
over
Heather.
there. Down over there. That was cool. Thank you, Heather.
Dan Smile says, I'm beginning to think that I'm wrong.
You never know. How does it autocorrect to a word with an accent I've never typed?
My phone is bougie as fuck.
You just need to, you should factory reset your phone to get whatever, spirit is out there.
You accidentally set the language to English-bougie instead of English-honky-tonk.
Yeah. Somewhere you accidentally said, like, in some survey that you make over $1 million, and it was like, you probably know French and you love handbags.
Gotta get that Birkin.
All right. So let's see. We've got, time is up. Got to put that over here. So what is the correct answer?
Hermes.
Hermes. Looks like Patrick was first and correct, and was in our.
No, Patrick was not first. Craig was first.
Craig was first? Oh, Craig was first. Oh, yeah, I didn't see him up there. He is very fast. So Craig gets the 2 points. Patrick still does get 5 points.
Fiver.
Yeah, for being in the matchup. Unfortunately, Ian did get it right, but just after Patrick. So 1 point to Ian. Anybody else who said Hermes also gets 1 point. Apollo beat up Rocky, by the way. That's interesting.
Okay.
I didn't know that they had a god in one of those movies. Craig loves some Greek mythology, apparently.
I'm excited about the next question.
Are you? All right, our matchup for the next question is going to be Smiles and Wolf. Smiles and Wolf going up against each other.
Dan Wolf. You gotta say first and last name.
Why?
Because he's just one of those guys where you gotta say both of his names.
But I'm not saying Smiles' first name, so I'm just saying Smiles and Wolf.
Okay.
What a great smile you have, Grandma.
Question number 3.
Question number 3 it is.
What species of animal has subspecies including Maasai, reticulated, and Rothschilds?
I assume this is because the Rothschilds actually had one of these, right?
Suck on that, center.
Both names, please. You don't tell me what to do. Wolf, Dan. I'm my own man. I do what I want.
Wolf, Dan.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. I have heard.
I've done a terrible thing.
Why?
Who's the matchup?
The matchup is between Smiles and Daniel Wolf.
Daniel Wolf.
Yes.
Fine, that is.
Sir Daniel Wolf.
A spider.
5 seconds left on the clock. Get your answers in. And we will head to the chat. Looks like the odds-on favorite is Python.
Yeah.
I've heard of a reticulated python. I think that's a thing.
Yeah, but have you heard of a Maasai python?
I haven't, but I've also not heard of a Maasai wolf, and there may be one. I have no idea. I've also never heard of reticulated anything else, so that's... All right. Time is up over on Facebook as well.
I was really excited about this question because I'm really excited about this species of animal.
Yeah, you definitely are. So
you ever heard of a Maasai warrior, Craig?
I think I've heard of a Maasai therapist.
That's a massage therapist.
That's pretty close, right? I think that's just one. If you have multiple of them, it's called a Maasai therapists. No? All right. See how many people follow me. All right. Craig was the first with Python. Septic just went with amphibian. Any kind of amphibian.
That's more of a family.
Yeah. It's like an
Not a
entire
species.
genus that you went with. Spider, which is, I guess, like a type. That seems like a very wide thing as well. Karen went with giraffe. Which seems like the dark horse because it's a darker than a horse.
No, it's not.
No? See, you wouldn't expect it. Dark horse. Conspiracy theory newts.
Style point question mark?
Dan Wolf says spider and then fine. That is.
Patrick and I are eating funnel cake fries with pureed strawberry and chocolate dips.
That's pretty good.
I ate an entire bag of tortilla chips from Chipotle today, and now I'm regretting everything.
I like that Mordecai went one step up, and while other people were saying python, he was just like any snake.
Snacks.
Just any snake whatsoever. I just roll in there with like animal. Like it's not, I believe it is not a mineral, Nor is it a plant. All right. So, what is the correct answer? We've got a bunch of answers in here. Is it, I guess, to go from the top down, we could say, is it a python?
No.
Oh, no. So many people said that. Is it an amphibian?
No.
It's not an amphibian at all?
No.
Nowhere in the amphibian family. Is it a spider?
Is not.
Any kind of spider?
No.
Oh, no. Is it a giraffe?
Yes.
Oh, Karen, while multitasking, owns it.
Sorry, I thought more people knew this.
No, not a chance.
I get really excited about giraffes.
No, I feel like there's at least 3 questions today that are like Sunday questions.
I'm sorry.
And then there were like half of the questions Sunday were today questions.
I'm not good at this anymore. I should probably retire.
It's all right. There's no problem with that. Hey, Trey is hosting us. Look, Gunter's back. Hello, Gunter. Thank you, Trey. All of the snakes, says Mordecai. Just any snake. They're all terrible.
I have always really loved giraffes, Trey. The first time I fed a giraffe in real life, I was like 5.
Mm-hmm.
And its black tongue went all the way up my arm, and it made me laugh a whole lot. Stop it. It made me laugh a whole lot.
He shared.
I really love giraffes.
I was just showing that
I
Trey
thought you were
shared.
pointing your...
No, I said Trey was sharing. I just wanted to like give him a shout out for that.
Yeah, I love the baby giraffe in that gallery. I've seen the picture of that particular baby giraffe before.
Yeah, but Waffles is your favorite giraffe right now, right?
Right now, Waffles is my hashtag fave.
If you want to meet Waffles, you can go to the Reston Zoo.
I actually am ashamed to say I don't know what subspecies of giraffe Waffles is.
Oh, he's classy as fuck. He's a Rothschild.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, so if you want to go to, it's called Zoofari in Reston, and you can go feed Waffles some carrots. And
he loves carrots.
He loves them. Do you like the baby giraffe in the gallery I sent you? I mean, always baby giraffes.
He has messed up teeth because he hurt his jaw when he was a baby, and so it doesn't quite close right anymore. So his tongue just hangs out, and giraffe tongues are really long, so it's this extremely long tongue just hanging out of his mouth. He's a derpy giraffe.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Dan Wolf says, I heard about the Messiah in Sunday school. I guess he was not was he not a giraffe?
He was not a giraffe.
He was not a giraffe.
Next question.
All right. So our next matchup is going to be between, who won that one? Smiles and Wolf.
No one.
No one. Let's go to Steam and Danny. Head to head, Steam and Danny. Let's go for question number 4.
Who painted the water lily pond in 1899?
There were probably several people, but this one was notable. Like, it wasn't just like Billy down the street happened to like make a drawing of a lily pond. But this one, like, people were like, oh, that's very nice lily pond. I was noticing that you did that in a very lily pond-like way.
Probably should have said first and last name.
I don't even know if people would be able to get the first and last name.
Really?
I'm not sure that a lot of people know it. Yeah. I'll be honest with that. So Steam and Danny is what we're looking for as our matchup. Interesting fact, my family owns a house just a few doors down from where this person lived. So some of his paintings actually look like the view out of the window of their house.
Oh.
Yeah, which is super interesting.
You're talking about the chateau.
No.
Oh, they don't own that house anymore.
No, they don't anymore. Right. Sorry. I meant to say that they did own it. All right, so we're going to go to the chat because time is up. And this seems like most people got it. This is, I'm fathoming a guess that the answer here is going to be Monet because we do have a Count Monet.
Steam and Danny.
Yeah, we've got James Godwin. Count the Monet. You get it? Craig,
Steve was so busy making an inappropriate joke about the old zoo at Reston that he did not beat Danny to this answer. That is funny.
Dan knows I miss the old Reston Zoo. That is fair.
No.
What?
Don't encourage him.
No? What?
Because
He
he's being
misses it.
inappropriate.
All right, so let's go to. Oh, time is up. So it looks like Danny won this face-off then.
Yep.
Because the correct answer is.
Claw Monet.
It is. Craig wrapped back around with the Claude bit. I don't know if everybody knew his first name.
I think everyone should know that.
Yeah, you think so? That one would be one I knew, but I don't know that everybody does. So, I think most people know Monet, but some people know him as Monet. Starting to watch the 2020 last week tonight with John Oliver Marble League qualifiers. I hope that the O Rangers qualify, or else it's going to be a sad season. This is going to be a very strange conversation that's going to happen in our chat right now. Emily and Craig are big Marble League fans. So follow them for the latest news on the Marble League. We're going to match up. Oh, no. It's an inside the house matchup. Nico and Mordecai going face to face. If
I
you
hope
know
they're
what I mean.
literally like this.
Yeah. I hope that they try and like slap their phones out of each other's hands and things like that. That'd be good.
Ready?
All right, so we're going for question number 5.
Question number 5. Who is known as the father of medicine?
All right, father of medicine is what we're looking for. 60 seconds are on the clock. We've got Nico and Mordecai going head-to-head on this one. And inside the house battle to see who is able to do it. I believe it is it Socrates? Marble League is awesome, says Patrick. Oh, there's another one in. My Mac just rebooted. Facebook down. Oh no, Trey. You can still be able to put it in Twitch, which you've done, so that's good. I just love that John Oliver is sponsoring. The update on the funnel endurance race is pretty All right. Pretty cool. Gotcha.
Pretty E.
I think it's just an L, I guess. There was an autocorrect from cool to just L. Danny says, I'm a bit slow tonight. Multitasking, having a long weekend at the end of a fiscal quarter is bad. All right, time is up. We're going over to the chat. We'll keep an eye on Facebook as people try and catch in. We've got a few different answers in here, but mainly people have gone with
Hippocrates.
Yeah, which is another way of saying hippopotamus, but just in Greek, I believe. And then Owen Schultz as well. And hypotenuse sneeze is another one.
Apparently Nico was busy Googling Marble League, and so isn't sure if her answer is right.
Doc from the Seven Dwarves says Steam. And Facebook is caught up. So from the top down, it looks like our first answer was Owen Schultz. Is that correct?
No.
No. All right. And then Patrick with
Hippocrates.
Is that correct?
Yep.
It is. All right. So who won our face-off? It looks like Patrick got the 2 points. Nico gets the 5 points. But Mordecai does get a point later on there for getting it. Just Nico was quicker to the draw, even though she was looking up marbles at the time.
I think there's people who are genuinely wondering if I know how to say Hippocrates right now.
All right.
FYI, Waffles is a reticulated giraffe. That would have been my guess, frankly.
Really? All right. I don't know what the differences are, but I believe.
It's the pattern.
Well, like splotches?
It's the pattern and where they live. It's a combination of those two things.
So if you're in Reston, you're a reticulated giraffe.
Some are more rare.
All right.
We're at halftime.
We are at halftime, everybody. So let's take a look at our scores, right? Let's check out our scores.
I don't really care about the scores.
No?
I'm just going to announce the winner.
What is boxed horses?
Hippocrates.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. I don't know why would hippos be.
Hippopotamus is some water horse.
Gotcha. Okay. Marble races on YouTube. Yeah, Jelly's marble races. Waffles is a reticulated giraffe. Good to know. Nico's now watching marbles. when you're not entertainment enough, and people need side entertainment.
I seriously ate too many tortilla chips, and now I need a nap.
we went to Chipotle because we went to visit her mom, which we don't go out all that often. So we stopped by and treated ourselves to some takeout Chipotle. And Caitlin went in thinking, I don't know. I'm not even sure what I want to eat. Is that cheese that I can drink? And that was it. So just got queso, the white queso there, and an entire giant bag of chips and went to town.
I would like to add in a plug for my cardiologist who I'm going to see tomorrow.
And who's just going to be like, tisk, tisk, tisk.
They're going to try to take my blood and queso's going to come out.
Mm-hmm. All right. The Marble Olympics is the Marble League, and the Marble League are my favorites. Marble of One is pretty stellar, too. There you go. All right, so that leaves us. So do you want to go over scores, or you're not doing it?
Not doing it.
All right. We have somebody who is on strike over here on the scores. But we do have an announcement of the winner for our T-shirt. Once again, if you win the season, you get this T-shirt. Another Wasted Hour. It's very rare, and hardly anybody gets one. So whoever won last season gets that T-shirt, and we have an announcement. Who is the winner of last season's T-shirt?
So sometimes the person who wins the T-shirt is not actually the person who got the most points, because we can't give someone a T-shirt twice.
We want to spread the love around. Yeah, if you don't need 3 T-shirts. So if you've got a T-shirt and you win the next week, we go back down to the next person who's on the list.
Right. And we've given a lot of T-shirts to some really talented trivia individuals. So for the last quite a few weeks, the person who got the most points already had a T-shirt, so we had to go at least one down.
Mm-hmm.
Not this time.
Are you saying that the person who won this week's T-shirt also won the week in terms of points?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's pretty great. Who is it? Oh, and what?
He didn't do it by sharing 60 times like his damn wife did.
His damn wife. I'm trying to think. The only person I know who shared like 60 times was Emily. Which means the winner for last season is
Patrick!
Patrick wins! Congratulations, Patrick.
Emily says, turns out you already have Patrick's address.
Yes, we do. We just need the size that we need to ship out.
Yep.
One time I had Chipotle while I was traveling in New York and had a moment of happy. There are only 2 in Vermont, and I'm never near them, says Danny. Oh, well, yeah, they're all over. We're all ate up with them around here. Barbine says, did I win again? You did not win again, Margot Barbine. You just win once. You do have to come get your T-shirt at some point, though.
Diana, we sent yours last week.
Yep. You should be getting it anytime now.
I would expect you would get it today or tomorrow.
Yep. Check your mail. If you are expecting a T-shirt, check your mail today. Tomorrow you should have them. Let's see. Barbine says, I'm out. Oh, that's it. He's like, I'm done. Is he? Or did you already leave to head down to Tampa Bay? Is that the problem? I know he's out and around on his van. He was
just on Skyline Drive today.
Oh, okay. We're seeing all types of adventures where he's got a projector now that he's putting up on walls to watch movies and things like that. All right. So congratulations, Patrick. We'll send that out next time we head out to the post office. Chipotle. That sounds like a good dinner option tonight.
Patrick would like large or extra large, whichever one we have more of.
Okay. I'll do a quick count of them. I think probably, they're over there.
This one is large, and that one is extra large.
Yeah, they're probably pretty even. Do you have a preference between those two if it's an even amount? Would you prefer one over the other? Let's see. Don't have a lot of chain restaurants. It was like that time I ate at Chick-fil-A in an anonymous airport while identifying as LGBTQ and then confessed later to a partner. Yeah, that seems unfortunate. Here's the good news. I don't know if you hear, Danny, you were here the night, but we've kind of officially given up on our Chick-fil-A stuff because I really enjoyed their food, but didn't enjoy some of their stances on things. So what you do is you just eat their food and then donate to the opposite stance. But now we found out that honestly, the Popeyes like chicken sandwich, way better. It's like legit way better.
Yeah, way better.
Yeah. So go check out the Popeyes chicken sandwich. If you like Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwiches, go check out Popeyes. It's legitimately better.
This segment brought to you by my cardiologist, who I'm going to go see tomorrow.
Yeah. There you go. You should open one, Danny. Open up a Popeyes in Vermont, and that will be your future.
Yes, the Popeye sandwich that was starting fights.
They got them all over the place now. You don't have to fight anybody for one. You won't get shot. You can literally, there's an app that you can order it to your house. The app basically, if you have a Popeyes near you and you order like $15 worth of food, all the like delivery fees taken care of and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Between being a data management geek and a minister, I need to open a Popeyes. The data management stuff helps you with the Popeyes. I'm just saying. And then you could do ministry at the Popeyes.
Patrick's damn wife, Queen of the Shares, says he would look better in a large.
All right, we're going with the large. All right, so Nico says hate chicken tastes like chicken. It does.
Emily, will you text me the address again or message me the address again with the letter L in it, just so I have it handy when we go to the post office? Thank you.
Yeah, Melissa, the thing that Chick-fil-A has right now above others, their waffle fries pretty darn good, but I'm not like I don't need waffle fries in my life so much. They do make good milkshakes. That's going to be a tricky one to like fix. And then sauces. They have a Chick-fil-A sauce and a Polynesian sauce that are both pretty on point. So if I could just go get a milkshake and like 10 of those sauces, then I'm good for a while and I don't have to give him any of my money. He still wears XL even though he lost 50 pounds.
He needs to wear clothing. What is up with you Maloney's and losing weight?
Yeah.
Can we get some of that in this house?
So I've lost like 3 pounds. Trey actually gave me a hint. He said he had changed up the way he was eating and lost a bunch of weight during the pandemic. And all he did is he didn't change what he was eating. He just ate earlier in the day and like stopped eating later in the night. And I was like, all right, I'll give that a shot. And so I eat I eat in the middle of the day. Sometimes I'll have a snack right before this show. But after we finish this show, like once we start the show and after the show, no food. And I've lost like 2 or 3 pounds. So this is great. I can do that. So we'll see if that works. No idea. Today I had Chipotle.
I just heard a mortar. Craig, did you just hear a mortar? You're close enough to our house that you could tell us.
Let's move on to question number 6. Our matchup's going to be Christina and Trey. Christina and Trey, pay attention because you are going head to head on this one. Question number 6.
Who wrote a series of novelists about CIA analyst Jack Ryan?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock.
Yes, Craig, I heard that.
There
I heard a whump, which is impressive because we are in a room that is covered in soundproofing panels.
Yeah, it's not a soundproof room, but it does knock out the brunt of stuff. All right, we've got some answers coming in. We have 40 seconds left on the clock. Again, we're checking out Trey and Christina here to see who is able to get the answer first. The correct answer first. So yeah. All right. So, and don't forget, we got to send a large T-shirt out to Patrick. What is it?
Septic's answer.
Septic's answer is gone with, let's see, where's Septic's answer?
Up near the top.
Up near
right.
the top.
Look for a red YouTube, then one up.
Jack Ryan. Got it. It's a bunch. So Jack Ryan wrote about himself. They were autobiographies, is what we're going with.
Sorry, who was it? Trey and Christina.
Yeah, Trey and Christina. Although I'm not hearing from Christina. I hope she is still around. There's like 21 people in here, and most of you aren't talking. I don't know why. Come join us. If you don't know the right answer, you can just put stupid answers in, and it's still very silly and fun. All right, so go into the chat because time is up. You can participate even if you don't know the answers, everyone. 21 of you just hang out with us. This is fun. Where it's something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about, as Bonnie Ray would say.
We had a question about how James Patterson writes every damn thing these days, Emily. There was already a question about that.
Right. All right. I eat breakfast, morning snack, lunch, afternoon snack, then dinner. After dinner, I stop eating, but I work with a nutritionist who keeps track of shit. All right. All right, Danny. Nicely done. Robot Tiki has gone with J.R.R. Tolkien.
Steam would also like to say that he heard a mortar from his house.
Oh, well, that's good.
It's the 6th of July, people.
Yeah.
Enough.
It's a little late. I'm fine. I will defend people on the 4th of July going ridiculous on things. That's fine. The before and after is like, those are like the people who start saying like Merry Christmas in October and the people that haven't put their Christmas lights away like in February.
Kind of sort of understand the late people because they bought too many fireworks and now they don't know what to do with them, and so they have to set them off. But like, plan better.
Yeah. Or work hard. Just fire them off.
Right.
You got a whole night. Just go at it. Invite some friends
people,
over.
I don't understand. I especially didn't understand the early people this year because the 4th of July was on an effing Saturday.
Yeah.
There's not a more convenient day.
Yep. If you thought you needed that many. They also don't really go bad. You could just hang out until next year and you'd probably be fine. A year isn't going to knock them out of use. All right. So the odds-on favorite looks like Tom Clancy. Is that the correct answer?
Yes.
All right. So it looks like the first person who said Tom Clancy was Patrick. 2 points going to Patrick. And then I didn't see an answer from Christina. There's something terrible may have happened to Christina.
Something is afoot.
We miss her already.
Or she's setting off mortars in my neighborhood.
Oh, she might be the person who's setting off the mortars. Trey did roll in with an answer, and it was Tom Clancy. So 5 points to Trey for getting that matchup. And we're going to wrap back around to people who didn't win their matchups this first time and see if we can get them a win as well. Trey says it took me 3 times to spell his name correct. Tom Clancy. Good old Tom Clancy. Clancy. October, they're late. I've seen Christmas crap put out in early September in the last couple of years. It's crazy. First of all, if you're doing Christmas before Thanksgiving, you're a jerk. If you're doing Christmas before October, you can go straight to hell. That is overlooking at least 2 holidays. Calm your Christmas ass down. You can have all of December. Literally, you can have an entire month of Christmas, and I'll be like, all right. I'll even let you run around and say Merry Christmas all the way until New Year's Eve. And then you got to stop.
So simmer down.
From the 1st to the 30th. 30 days of Christmas is plenty of goddamn Christmas. Oh, my goodness. Melissa thinks she may have fallen asleep. I think Christina logs in to listen and then goes and does other stuff. Well, that's very sweet of her anyway, that she's participating in the show, even if she's got other things to do. All right, it's kind of looking like the sky's about to open up again tonight, so maybe they're trying to get explosions in before the rain.
Oh, I hope it doesn't. My plants. My poor plants.
Bah! Interesting fact, I lived near Binghamton, New York. As a kid, saw something on Facebook that led me to believe you went to school there. So just so everybody knows, Steam is now stalking people.
Yep.
That's not weird.
Can we do the next question now?
Let's do it. Our matchup is going to be between Emily and Ian. Emily and Ian going face-to-face for 7. Number 7.
Hitting your ulnar nerve is also called hitting your what?
All right. Let's get our 60 seconds on the clock. Her and PJ. What, they both went to Binghamton?
You can do it, babe.
I don't care. It's a thing I don't need to know.
Okay.
I'm never going there. It doesn't matter. If I hear Christmas music before the first Sunday of Advent, I complain. Last time I saw Halloween and Christmas items together and mentioned to Rite Aid they could repurpose the ghost as the ghost of Christmas past. Ha ha ha. I like it.
What's our matchup?
It's between
Emily.
Emily and Ian.
Okay. Got
And
it.
Ian-
Ian got in first.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Robot Tiki.
Yeah.
10 seconds left on the clock. Karen calls it your not so funny bone because it's not funny when you. I mean, you could laugh because you're just like, oh, God. Oh, it hurts so much. Let's go to the chat because time is up. We'll wait for Facebook to catch up, but it looks like a lot of people with the answer funny bone. Craig was the first one in with that. For our matchup, though, Emily was just after Ian. We're talking 7 seconds after Ian. Ian came in first. Both of them got funny bones, so it looks like either Ian's going to get the 5 points or neither of them are going to get points on this one. Anybody else? Let's see. No, nothing. It's your ulnar. That's what Septic says. I'm not sure what that is.
Read his next one.
Your funny bone is a different one, right?
Not right.
No, that is not correct. Let's see. I did that so much because a bone spur. It wasn't humorous. You get it? Ah ha ha ha. Oh my goodness. All right, so friends with Steve on Facebook, and he saw that I went to 5K. Go good. Lived in Appalachia near Oswego.
Oswego.
There's no S in there. Okay. My brother was born at Johnson City Hospital. Fun. All right, so is the correct answer funny bone?
Yeah.
It is. So there you go. It looks like Ian is going to get the 5 points from this one. And we're going to move on to Smiles. Well, Smiles and Wolf did it last time. I'm going to do Smiles and Steam.
Smiles and Steam.
Yeah.
Here's your question.
Let's do it.
What are the ridges on corduroy called?
What are the ridges on corduroy
I did a
called?
really job typing these today.
Yeah. Did you see the news story about the corduroy pillows?
No.
I'm surprised. They're making headlines.
So today we were, stop it. We were leaving my mom's assisted living, and Keith went over to the front door to be like, hey, like, we have to head out. Can someone help her back to her room? And this man was coming out the front door, and he, like, came straight at Keith instead of avoiding him.
Which wasn't the direction that I think they were supposed to go. He just was somehow drawn to me. He was like, we should go this way. And I was
But what
like,
did he say to you?
And I was like, oh, you're coming this way? And I started walking into the road to let them go by. And he just kind of kept looking at me and kind of coming at me. And he was like, that's a great beard. I was like, oh, thank you. I really appreciate it.
And then he walked around the sidewalk around the property.
Yeah, his helper was like, let's come on over here. Let's go. And I was like, yeah, that's all he had to say, apparently.
And he started, Keith was like, there he is. He's right there. He's walking. And he said, oh, look, he's going to light up a cigarette. And then I said, wait a minute. The guy who was helping him, was he like a young guy? And he said, yeah. And I said, did he have a Sunrise shirt? And he said, no, I don't think so. And I said, that's the guy my mom hates. So there's this dude who has his family has hired a caretaker for him.
Mm-hmm.
The caretaker's entire job is to walk this man out to the sidewalk as many times as he wants every day so he can smoke, and keep an eye on him so he doesn't wander off or tip over. And the rest of the day he hangs out in the front patio in the building, and it drives my mom insane because she doesn't think that this kid should be allowed to hang out in the front patio. She thinks that shouldn't be allowed. So she reported him and made a big stink about it to the director. And she cannot let it go at all. She's so upset.
Well, so let's figure out what the right answer is on this. I mean, I could see that being upsetting if you get an entire helper just to help you smoke.
My mom's not allowed to go into the patio anyway. The only reason she found out about this is because she was illicitly on the patio. She wasn't supposed to be there. She went out there anyway, and there was a guy out there, and she's like, "Who are you?" And like accosted this kid to find out who the hell he was. She wasn't supposed to be there, and then she reported him to the management of the assisted living because she found it to be unjust.
Well, she's making things happen. That's what's going on. All right. Looks like the odds-on favorite here is Wales without an H. A whale. I like Smiles' answer. Did you see that?
Quarteridges.
Yeah. Steam says, I don't know, but they make a fun sound when you rub them together. Mordecai called them ruffles. And Patrick said noisemakers.
Noisemakers.
And
zip, 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 zip.
yeah. And Ian goes with thigh swooshies.
That's a pretty good one.
Craig went with ribbing, but everybody else looks like it's Wales. Is Wales correct?
Yeah, it's Wales.
It is Wales.
You can have wide whale corduroys or narrow whale corduroys.
So first one with that was Melissa, and unfortunately nobody gets a point for the head-to-head.
I used to have a pair of red corduroys that I thought were the dopest shit in the world.
Let's go with Dan Wolf and Mordecai going head-to-head this time. So this is for the second to last question, which is called the Gunter question.
The penguin question.
Mm-hmm. All right, what's question number 9?
The practice of performing in public places for tips and gratuities is known as what?
Oh, 60 seconds on the clock.
It's almost unfair that we have a musician on this question.
That's true. I learned visiting my dad in assisted living from one of the other residents when she was complaining that things were sagging, that gravity didn't exist when she was younger.
Oh.
Well, yeah, you don't really take it into account. That's for sure. All right, we've got a bunch of answers coming in. It seems like people are all in line with the answer, except Patrick really believes that it's a different answer. What answer does Patrick have there?
Penultimate.
Dang, Craig, your answer showed up in Twitch before the question was asked.
Dang, Craig.
Dang, Craig. With those white vans again. Ian refuses to answer question number 9. That's all right. I feel like that's your loss, not mine. We're going to the chat because time is up.
Okay.
Nico says, but I wanted to say miming.
Was Mordecai was the one?
Yeah, Dan Wolf and Mordecai.
Oh, okay.
Dan Wolf came in.
Dan Wolf didn't come in.
Didn't. Yeah. No answer from Dan Wolf, it looks like, but Mordecai got an answer in.
Yeah.
And time is up over on Facebook. So it looks like, so the answer that Mordecai had, let's see, was busking. Is busking correct?
Yep.
It is. All right. So 5 points over for Mordecai. And let's see, it looks like no Dan Wolf. And then Craig was first with 2 points for that one. Everybody else who got it gets 1 point. Nico says, yeah, I didn't see yours post. Didn't see it for busking.
No, your busking didn't post.
Yeah, you didn't get a busking up there, unfortunately. You sometimes have to watch the chat in the stream to make sure that it makes it across. I do like, but I wanted to say miming. But you didn't say anything before it. So my theory was that you wanted to say miming, but at the time you were miming, so you couldn't say it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stand with Ian. We should organize a strike. How dare we let the loud voice of a few dictate the will of all? Yeah, I mean, I think we're dealing with right now in our country, right? Why should people who represent a minority in our country have a strong voice? This is not a good side of history to be on. I did appreciate leaving the room one time to go get something for Dad, and then came back with a very nice elderly woman standing next to him. He was in a private room. When I said hi to her and asked if I could help her, she smiled, winked, and went, "I'm just visiting Richard." Since my dad is about 20 to 30 years younger than everyone else, he was very popular with all the ladies. That's great. Yeah, and we had one when my dad was in rehab at one point. He was like in not the like main
rehab.
What's that?
He was in acute rehab.
Was it acute rehab? Is that what it's called when you get out of the normal rehab? And okay. So he was there, and there was a lady who was like 2 doors down, who was obviously having some perception issues and things like that, and seemed to only speak Chinese and or some type of Asian language. And she would apparently wander into his room and get mad that he was in her bed. But he was just in his bed. And so we had a run-in with her at one point, and we were like, oh, no. She came in and like started like being very upset with us. And we were like, oh, no, this is not your room. And we like walked her over to her room. She was very confused with us, but went along with it. And we felt so bad about it, but it was like...
There were a few times that I saw her just standing in a hallway looking confused, so I just found out where her room is and grabbed her hand and brought her home.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, you're over here now. 10 Ian tokens for Patrick, says Robottiki. My grandfather is in an over 60 appointment complex. He's 97. He's an older man who's still alive, so he has a lot of female neighbors that accidentally make too much food.
Nice.
Oh, that's very sweet of them. I'm surprised we have 20 people watching, but not everybody participating. I don't know all of the lurkers, but feel free to say hi if you're hanging out. And we do this at 7 o'clock every night, as long as we've got at least 10 people hanging out with us. Yeah, feel free to come in and chat with us. We've got a lot of inside jokes and things, and you don't need to know all the answers to participate. You can just hang out. It's perfectly fine.
I think since it's the last question, we should have the standoff thing be between everyone who hasn't won one yet.
All right. So then the last one is going to be Emily, Smiles, Dan Wolf, Steam, and Christina. These are all people who have not yet gotten a matchup Monday. Correct. So one of you is going to walk away with 5 points, hopefully. Let's see who it is. Question number 10.
What scale is used to measure the hardness of minerals?
Oh, Septic didn't get in. Septic, you're also in. How did I miss you, Septic? I apologize. Give Septic 5 points, just because I screwed up. Septic gets 5 points because I totally missed Septic.
You're a jerk.
That was my fault, Septic. Did I miss Craig, too? How did I miss Craig? I'm so confused.
Craig was like one of the first people in
I thought I had all these people. Give Craig 5 points as well.
Craig gets 5 points.
Yeah. Because I'm a jerk, I'm just giving points away. It just happens. I don't know how I missed that. I apologize, guys.
I mean, you probably could have said something before the very last question.
Maybe. Like when I said I was wrapping back around. But it's still interesting because we've got like 14 people talking, and we've got 20 people watching. So there's like 6 people who are just hanging out and not saying anything. But we like you all.
Steam.
I'm like 2 of them, I guess. So that's 18. I guess it must be doubling up. People doubling up would be the thing that's happening. So 30 seconds left on the clock to get your answers in. Craig says, I already have a t-shirt. I don't really need the points. You get it anyway.
You just get those points and you like it.
Steam is heading out. Any measurement of hardness must be on the Dio scale. Dio scale. Dio is the heaviest scale. Heaviness scale. That's fair. Go ahead, Patrick. Just assume you'd pair me with someone who didn't win. I'd like Craig's points, says Nico.
Nico would like Craig's points.
All right, go into the chat because time's up.
I suggested that all the people be in this, and now I'm having trouble figuring out who the fuck won this matchup. So,
all right. Emily, Smiles, Dan Wolf, Steam, and Christina is what I've got.
Emily.
So who's the first one of those that you're seeing?
Emily.
Anyone above them that is Smiles, Dan Wolf, Steam, or Christina?
Not that got it right.
All right, so there you go. I think we know what the correct answer is at that point. So what is the correct answer?
The Mohs scale.
The Mohs scale. You got to go to Mohs.
Models.
And it looks like Melissa is the first one to get it correct. Right?
Yeah, that's what I had.
So there you have it. If you got Mo or Mohs, Danny got Mo. Is that good enough?
Yeah, it's fine.
Mo or Mohs, and you got it in the time allotted, you get a point. And then we've got 5 points going to Emily and 2 points going to Melissa. All right, that's it. That's the show. So let's check out our shares and see who gets some points for those. Trey gets a point.
Trey.
Heather was here and didn't say anything. Just came and shared the show. That was very sweet of Heather, but we miss us some Heather. Craig gets a point.
Craig.
Nico gets a point.
Nico.
Ian. Shaggy, who's been pretty quiet. I saw him answer a couple of them, but he's been in and out. And Emily. And then let's go take a look at our hosts and see what we've got there. Looks like Dr. Emily gets a point. Princess Fussy Pants, which is a very good gaming streaming channel, by the way.
Barely off the ground.
Yeah,
barely does anything.
Go check out.
Stream.
Just if you ever are curious, if you go and check out on Twitch, Princess Fussy Pants, just right there. The Shaggy Freak gets a point. Septic Scope gets a point. Trey gets a point. And PJ, otherwise known as Patrick, gets a point. There it is. That's the whole thing. That's the whole show. So let's put them in order and find out who won the night.
We have a tie.
What? You two have to fight it out. Do we have a sudden death question? Nope. You're not answering yes or no. You're just being quiet. Anything's better than complete silence. No, you're not sure? All right.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Emily and Melissa.
Mm-hmm.
The first one of you to name 3 of the 7 dwarves gets a point. Go.
All right. 3 of the 7 dwarves. We're going up between Emily and Melissa. It's for sudden death. 3 of the 7 dwarves, all in one answer. We've got Dopey, Sleepy, Grumpy by Melissa.
Woo!
Melissa wins it.
Melissa is the winner.
Oh, by 4 seconds. We had Doc Sneezy Bashful after that. 4 seconds. Melissa's our winner. Melissa, please type out your acceptance speech in the chat, and you get to choose what the color of the studio is going to be tomorrow for our, let's see, what is it? It is our Trend Tuesday, which definitely can launch your points very well. So there, Emily says, I'm on Facebook. Well, you know what? I'm just saying.
You're also on Twitch.
You can go on Twitch. We know that you hosted it over on Twitch.
We know you, Dr. Emily E.
Right. We're aware of you, Dreamly. I will say, interesting fact I learned on Another Wasted Hour podcast today is that someone mentioned in 2009 that t-shirts did not exist, and now they do. This is one of the many things I've learned while being on Another Wasted Hour, binging Another Wasted Hour podcast. They didn't in 2019, and then I made them. And I couldn't get it out of my head. That also happens. Danny also says that it's a great stream, the Princess Fussy Pants stream. She's got me hooked on House Flipper, so you can watch her do that. Deep Rock Galactic, Borderlands 3, all kinds of different, Diablo. You play all kinds of different stuff.
Yeah, we got to do a Diablo 3 stream, you and I.
All right. So that is it. Let's go over the business. The business is simple, everybody. We start this at 7 o'clock every night, give or take. Sometimes we're a little early. Today we're like 5 minutes early. Sometimes we're a little late. We could be up to like 5 minutes late. So you'll want to follow and subscribe to this show so that and then turn on notifications so you get an alert for when we go live, so that you can get points, because if you say first, second, or third in the chat in the correct order, then you get points to start off the night. And then we also do this as a podcast. Oh, I want to say, if we're going to be very late or if we have to cancel because we don't have a quorum of people, we're going to post that on social media. So you're going to want to follow us at A Wasted Hour on Twitter, Another Wasted Hour on Instagram, or Another Wasted Hour on Facebook. We also have a group called Another Wasted Group, where we talk about the show and make some changes each season and things like that. Also, don't forget there is a podcast. Danny mentioned it. It's pretty cool. It's funny. It's fun. Hopefully we'll be getting back to it here as the world starts getting normal again. We'll see if that goes off without a hitch. And yeah, so go check it out. There's about 140 free episodes. Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, anywhere you can get podcasts. It's got comedy, trivia, it's got crazy news, and you'll be exposed to really great artists and musicians from the Washington, D.C. area that you've probably never heard of before. So these are people that are at that level where you listening actually makes some difference. You can reach out to them and they'll interact with you. It's like, instead of going and supporting gigantic stars who don't even know who you are, you can actually have relationships with these artists and actually hear about their music and ask them questions and things like that. So go check that out. And if you like it, subscribe, give us a review and some stars. We would appreciate that. And I think that's all of the things. Do we have our? Yep, we've got a acceptance speech here.
Thanks for improving my Monday with humor, fun stories, and trivia. Was so grumpy earlier, but no longer. You guys, everyone on here are the best. And how about a pretty lavender?
Lavender. I think that we can do that. All right. Patrick says I'm for some Diablo 3. I can join you online. There you go.
Nice.
Look, you got another player. Let's see. I was slow because the first thing I thought of was Mo, Larry, and Curly, the dwarves. And I couldn't get it out of my head. Larry, Curly, and Mo. Mo from you get it? Trey goes with the previous answer there.
Yep.
All right, that's great. Diana Smile says, good night. Guys, thanks as always. Absolutely. A great game, everybody. See you tomorrow, says Craig. Septic says, thanks for the show again. You're welcome, Septic. Thanks all, says Emily. Ian says, support Keith Richards. And Nico says, good night, everyone. Until tomorrow and tomorrow. All right, that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting us and hanging out with us. It makes our nights a little bit more fun. PJ says, thanks, guys. Until tomorrow at 7 o'clock, everybody stay safe and stay healthy. If you go outside, make sure you take all the precautions you need to. Wash your hands, don't touch your face, put your masks on if you're near people. If you're not near people, just don't be near people. That also works really well. Shout out to all the people who have been essential workers during this time. We appreciate your particular sacrifice that you've made. And that's about all. So, Caitlin, what's the final word of the night?
Gumption.
Gumption. Well, if you have the gumption, please join us at 7 o'clock tomorrow for our Trending Tuesday. Until then, good night, everyone.